Hello, bonjour! Did you know that snacking is a plot from the food industry? They sell more products, of course. What's wrong with snacking, you might say? Every time you eat, your insulin levels increase. They will go down after 3 to 4 hours of not eating. So when you snack, it keeps them high. And by keeping them high, it could lead to insulin resistance. And insulin resistance make it harder to lose weight. So, we're going to adopt a replacing instead of eliminating strategy. And what I mean by that is, today I'm teaching you a recipe to replace your snacks with a snack that actually the ingredients within that snack help to reduce insulin resistance. And then with time, they are really nutritious and satiating. So with time, you will eat less in between meals to eventually take those snacks and add them to your meal instead. Today I'm teaching you the Nori Crisp, my version of Nori Crisp. And let's do it, let's start. So we start by putting our blender jar on our scale, start the scale, and here I have sprouted beluga lentil. So I'm adding 50 grams, and they're dry. So if yours are not, later on I have water that goes in the recipe, you just won't put the water. And then I add as well 10 grams of the flax. All the ingredients that I'm showing you today reduce the insulin resistance. That's why they're in there, for nutrition as well. And we blend. Excellent. So you blend until everything is broken up in small pieces. Then we add sunflower seeds, also sprouted and also dehydrated. So 110, because I was at 60. So 110. I add 1.5 teaspoons of curry. I'll bring them over here. It's going to be more efficient. And then I add 1.5 of garlic, 1 of onion powder, half of turmeric. So I'm adding 10 turns of pepper. And I'm adding as well my usual 1/4 teaspoon of the sea moss. And we blend. And there we are. And same thing, you just blend until you get to a like a powder, flour powder. And we pour into a bowl. When you do this, of course, make sure that your blender is dry, very dry. Make sure that there's no clump or lump, something like that. There we go. Next, we need to weigh the liquid. We have 30 grams of the apple cider vinegar, 30 grams of lemon juice, so 60, 20 grams of water, so 80. Excellent. And now we add to our mixture here if you have sprouted your sunflower seeds and your lentils and they're not dehydrated, then don't add the water. And you want to have like a paste like this. Okay, next is we will spread, and I'm going to take this off so my Tiflex sheet won't slide. For you, you can take a parchment paper, and we will spread the mixture on top of a Nori sheet. And here I just want to show you something. I have Nori sheets that are roasted. You can see they are, I'll take them out of the bag. They are green, and when they're not, when they're raw, they're brown. See the difference in color? You would maybe think they're reverse, right? If they're roasted, they should be dark. Yeah, but it's the opposite. So well, you know, I prefer to have the non-roasted, of course, for more nutrients. Now what we do is we will put the paste on the nori sheet, but put it not in the center, because you have to spread it on the sheet after. So disperse it on the sheet. Put little mounds here and there. There we go. And then the rest of it here. And because of the flax, it's a good idea that you do it relatively quickly. Then I use an offset spatula. That little one here is perfect for that project. And as you know, the nori sheet is actually fragile, right? So make sure that when you hold on to the sheet so it doesn't move, that you hold on to two places. If you hold on just to one, it might rip. There. So you do your best to spread it as much as possible, as evenly as you can on the sheet here. So as evenly as possible, bring it to the edge as much as possible. I mean, you could have more, like it could be more liquid, easier to spread, but then longer to dehydrate. So that's why I came to that amount of water that I added to it. Excellent. Now what we do is we put the other sheet on top. And I'm putting the texture side down. Okay, it's easier to grab onto it. I will press first with my hands. Then I use a rolling pin to level it. There we go. Let's have a look. I have a little bit that came out here. Usually it's the corner, of course, that don't have. Here I need to spread it a bit more. Yeah, usually it's the corner that don't have the paste. It didn't make it to the corner. So try to bring the pâté to the corners, just like I'm doing here. Okay. You can feel with your hands too. Here it's a little bit bumpy. So we'll just move it a bit more. Here the same. There we go. Excellent. So it's done. Now what I'll do is you can have a tray from your dehydrator, but today I have the tray from my air fryer, because actually my two dehydrator, they're dehydrating kale chips right now. Okay, so we're just going to flip and put, there we go, just like that. And this will go in the dehydrator at less than 118, 116, 118 for 2 hours. After 2 hours, this is what you get. Now, see? It holds itself together. And we'll cut it. So in order to dehydrate completely inside, it's best that you cut it, and I'll show you why. Here's the final product. So just so that it's dehydrated all the way inside. So in order to do that, I use a serrated knife, and I cut. I find it's easier with a serrated knife. You might take your knife if you like, or a bread knife, but you cut and make them so they're not too wide, because that way when they dehydrate, I cut the other way around, there you go, and there. So when they dehydrate, they're not as wide, right? So it will go all the way inside to make it dry. It depends how dry they are. If really when you take them, you can just snap them, then yeah. But otherwise, you know, if they're not dehydrated completely, they would not keep. So I would put them in your fridge in an airtight container. This is a snack that you can have to replace the snack that you might be having right now, like one of those granola bars or protein bars and things like that, that depending on the ingredients that are in them, actually are not helping your insulin. All the ingredients in this bar, in this crisp, will help with reducing your insulin. Still is not ideal to snack. I'm not encouraging you to snack, but I'm just encouraging you to replace the snack that you have right now with something that would help with your insulin to eventually not snack at all. There you are, as easy as that. Enjoy, and we'll see you in the next video. Subscribe, share, and comment, and love snacks that love you back.